Good morning. Sorry. It's Fish, the Beach Bum Investor, here with your cryptocurrency discussion and report for the 29th of December 2017. It's been an interesting 24 hours. Rise and WaltonChain.
Good morning. Sorry.
Oh, look how rookie I am.
Beach Bum Investor.
Crypto Chronicus by Beck. How are you guys in so quick? Just going to post up in Discord. Let the guys know we're here. Jace, what's going on, man? Sorry I missed your call last night. Tired, working hard. Live now, early today. To get some stuff done, so I had to come on a bit early for the convo today. Okay, just going to close Discord so we don't get the beeping. BB Junkie, Ian Spicer, you gives the good surfer good morning. It's your birthday, Crypto Chronicus's birthday. Crypto Chronicus. Oh, is it here? Hang on, let me just check something. You got a PIVX wallet? Crypto Chronicus? If you've got a PIVX wallet, put your address in the chat. I will send you a PIVX, one PIVX. I used to send two, but the price has gone up quite a lot. So I'm going to make it one PIVX these days. And yeah, we'll do a little live demonstration of how quick that is, mate. I'll send it to you live here on the chat. And you just tell us when you receive it. It is instant. Spoiler alert. Hey, Ryan. How are you, man? Good evening, good morning for me. Good afternoon for the rest, for a lot of people. You want one PIVX, Bo Beck? Well, you better have a birthday. I'm giving away one PIVX today, and that's the Crypto Chronicus. He's an active member of our Discord group as well, always stirring the conversation, which is good. We like that. So, yeah, when you get a chance, man, just chuck your PIVX address up in the live chat there for us, Crypto Chronicus, and we'll send you one PIVX birthday present. Oh, if my computer hadn't just frozen. Seriously. Oh, hang on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there it is. That's terrible. Now my computer's frozen. Oh, that's not good. All right, hang on. I'll shut this down and I'll start it up again. Hopefully we get it. That's the worst timing ever. I hate my technology. I've got to get a new computer. Jace, we've got to talk. We need to build this computer. My tech is letting me down big time. Yeah, man, I've got the address there, so copied. Copy. Cool, man. So when it's when my computer loads back up, we'll send it over to you. Oh, but Beck, you got a year to wait then, man. But think of it this way: at least when PIVX is whatever price it is in a year's time, it'll be a nice little bonus for you. Hey, for those of you who are interested, this has been a question asked of me a lot more. And they say, Fish, how do we get into earning some crypto? Like, how did you do it? What's happening? And I often just send people over to Valderrama. Valderrama's a friend of mine that I met on Steemit, funnily enough. We got chatting over there before the days either of us were really heavily invested in crypto. And Valdy's now the #1 ranked fan corps member in PIVX. So he actually earns money doing some stuff for the community. Earns PIVX doing the stuff for the community. And I'm pretty proud. Oh, well, not pretty proud. I'm extremely proud of him because he's now #1. #1. I'm so stoked with that. Yeah, so Valdy and I met. He's actually an ex-international athlete as well. He fenced for Colombia and for the Netherlands. So, yeah, he's got dual nationality there. His sister's actually competed in the Rio Olympics for fencing as well. So, talented family. Oh, thanks, Bobek. Yeah, great video about Icon. You guys like that? Cool. Yeah, guys, you know me. I like to put some, if I'm going to put some price predictions out there, I like to have some maths behind it. So, yeah, thanks. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Look, I think that $30 price point based on those figures that I did was reasonable. Seems all right. That there's nothing that I've pulled out of those figures, really. I mean, that's based, okay, it's a fairly small sample size of in that article we talked about figures used concerning percentages of people invested in the economy and their actual overall holding in the economy. Now, the problem with it is the sample size was 900 and something people, so it's not a huge sample size. But as far as the info I've got, I thought it was a reasonable price prediction, which still gives us 5x from here. It's had a good run, Icon, but 5X is brilliant, and I think that's where it can get to. Got mucho icon now, kinda. Ha ha ha. Hourglass always picks a good coin, so that buoys my spirits that you're in on icon as well. Can you stake icon, Jace? I didn't think you could yet. I know you're going to be able to eventually, but I didn't think you could yet. I'm just loading back up my stuff here, guys. So just give me a minute. Won't be too long, hopefully. Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to do a quick fix on my wallet. I'm going to do that live while I'm talking to you because I really want to do this transfer. That's fair enough. It'll take me a while to do this little fix that I've got to do because my computer just crashed. That's a problem. My computer's such a piece of crap, guys. If you are running like substantial amounts of staking, don't run it on. Don't do what I do, and run it on this. It just doesn't work out favorably for you. I tell you what, Crypto Chronicus, rather than waste everyone's time right now, I will send you that one PIVX off air. Everyone knows how quick PIVX is. Happy birthday anyway to Crypto Wave Investment crew member Crypto Chronicus with his own channel as well, guys. He leaves some pretty cool independent music on there with the BTC trading charts. He switches it up every now and then, brings on a different chart. So good place to hang out. Crypto Chronicus, I'm subscribed, so should you. Okay. Oh, on PIVX, yeah, you got to stake PIVX, Jace. I'm always staking it, apart from when my computer crashes. Need a new one. Yeah, exactly, Bobeck. Bobeck said even if you took those numbers conservatively, which you kind of did, considering it was only Korean money that you're factoring in, I still like the potential gains. We should still do a test of the speed. Yeah, well, I can do it. Hang on. I'll sort this out. It won't take long. I know how to do a fix. I've been well trained by my good friend, I've forgotten his name. No, my good friend Bauer over at PIVX. He's really helped me a lot to understand how to do wallet fixes when I crash my computer. Fortunately, I've had plenty of practice at it because I constantly crash this bloody thing. I don't know how I manage it. Always manage it. Close that down. Yeah, so one of the big gainers in the last 24 hours has been, what's my take on BitConnect, Nazir Razuli? Not a fan, man. I'm not a huge fan of BitConnect. Sorry to any BitConnect investors and supporters. It's just that we've done figures on it, and the problem is that to compound your investment, you're having to lock into longer and longer and longer contracts. So long term, I don't think it's sustainable because it does very much fall apart if new money doesn't continuously come in. So it's not my favorite investment in the economy. That's all. I don't like bagging coins, but it's not my favorite, especially that higher market cap. Use that YouTube money to get yourself a new lappy. What YouTube money, mate? I don't make any money out of YouTube. Australia behind Icon. Had Ibu? Man, well, a lot of us are. I've got an investment crew, dude, and we're stacked into Icon. So, Jace is in Aussie. He's Canadian, but we've adopted him because he's been here for 10 years. Wilkie's Aussie, myself, Z, we're all in on Icon. So yeah, we're pretty happy with it, man. My take your BTC out and hodl it yourself. I don't know what that. Oh yeah, for BitConnect, yeah, exactly. Boo to BitConnect says Hourglass. Baby Chunky's called it Shit Connect. Guys, I'm just reading out the this is not necessarily, on my opinion, is not necessarily so aggressive, but I just think that there's better projects to be had. Lisai Tree Garden. Binge watching all your videos, Fish. Learning way more here than from all other channels combined. Thanks, man. Oh, that's really kind. Thank you very much. Makes it worthwhile. I know my tech skills let me down, so I don't have really good microphones or cameras or anything, but I'll get that sorted out because I know, like, I've watched back some of my videos and it's really hard to hear and that sort of thing. So I'll get my tech sorted out, but I'm glad you're enjoying the information. Thanks for the comments. Very nice. Make 5% daily by trading yourself. Be your own BitConnect. Yeah, that's the other thing about BitConnect. It does. That's a good point. Slice Keeper. Hey man, haven't seen you all. It relies heavily on the success of a trading bot as well, which I'm not sure that anyone's actually seen to this point. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of trading bots. So yeah. I come from months of Cardano and Neo. Now I'm all in on Icon. You know it. Oh man, what a run. Months of Cardano and Neo and into Icon. Wow. I hope you picked up Icon nice and low. Had Ibu. We were lucky enough to pick it up at ICO, but then when it hit markets at $1.20, we hit it again. It's too cheap. Futures markets have been trading between $2 and $3, and no one knew what it was. Nazir Razuli, appreciate your input, man. I'm new to the channel, and thanks to you, I was able to get into Icon when people dumped it the other day. Yeah, good on you, man. That's it. You know, you do that research. Like, please don't just trade off my opinion, because you need to weigh up all market sentiment. That's responsible, and formulate your own opinion. You know, I did this formula this morning to come up with a price of $30 for Icon. But if you don't agree with any of these assumptions, you substitute in what you do agree with, and you build your own formula to make your own price point, whether that be higher or lower. I'm just showing people how to start thinking about actually putting some maths behind their price predictions and some reason, like some real world economics, some real world figures that we know. Make as fewer assumptions as you can, and that's going to get you as accurate a formula as you can. So I'm just trying to show the people the basics. So I hope that is helping. Oh, you knew nothing about Icon, man. It's only just getting out there, Nazir. I think you're going to find that long term you're on a good thing there. I really do. There's a lot of people getting more bullish on it. Did you know, Nazir, that they've already got apps ready to go? Like, it's a DApp platform, as you'd be aware from joining in the channel, but they've already got apps ready to go, and they've already got an ICO planned. So they have hit the ground running. G'day, Andy G. Lots of articles on exchanges getting hacked, but I never see any citing retribution. Any knowledge of any hacker getting caught, charged, and stolen coins recovered, returned? Ryan Brady? No, I've not heard of hackers being identified as such. Although somebody said that what was the recent hack? I can't remember what it was, but they said it was the same people who had done it once before. I read an article on it, and it kind of blew, like I remember the article, but not in specifics. It wasn't overly attention grabbing to me, because yeah, it's going to be one of those things. That's why individual wallet security, using two-factor authentication, making sure you've got a strong password, it's really important. And if you guys want, you don't bother about it because it's only $100 or $10 or $50 you've got in there. Don't think like that, because some of these things go crazy, and all of a sudden you've put a lot of money at risk. I had no idea when I went to the site and I saw a bunch of multi-billion-dollar companies invested and major schools accepting it. I was sold after that. Yeah, you know, they're getting into vending machines as well, Nazir. There's a lot of good things that I forget when I'm just talking and, you know, rapping live with you guys at the moment. I forget a lot of the things that are great about Icon. They're going into vending. Like, they've got vending machines in universities, so you can use your Icon to, it's cashless. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they've got a lot of really cool stuff planned. I think they're going to be super active in helping coins develop on top of the Icon platform as well. We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be an interesting ride. You know, the main thing is you don't invest more than you can afford to lose, and you should be fine. Yeah, so I'm just going to take a look at the market, guys. That's something we haven't actually done in looking at crypto. My accounts have been doing exceptionally well. I'd love to check them, but my computer's a piece of crap. Excuse me if you're offended by the language. Just going to do an update now. I'll bring you over for screen share so we can look together. Have a quick run down the market. I won't spend ages on it. We'll get back to talking about some coins today. But we'll just have a quick look and see how we're trending. Do an update. I've got this stupid thing in my screen. I don't know how to get rid of it. It's like a thumbnail that's just stuck there from one of the videos I was making this morning. Okay, so as we can see, Bitcoin did retrace. It was actually hit 13.8 this morning when I was checking it. Should have pulled the trigger. I didn't. Anyway, Bitcoin 14,669 has just started coming back. 1.7% in the last hour's good growth, and now let's hope it starts a Bitcoin bull run and brings the rest of the economy with it. Ethereum at 741 has actually been quite steady after a big bull run up, which is good to see. Ripple is being crazy, $1.46 now. So my mate Gvanth has pretty much doubled his money. Well done, sir, after investment only 2 weeks ago. Bitcoin Cash has retraced down to 2,500, and Litecoin is the one that's surprised me that's got this cheap. I think I actually saw it lower than 250. Yeah, I did, because it's come back 1.89%. So I saw it dip below that $250 mark, which I saw as too cheap. Long term, I think it's really solid. I think it's been affected by the fear, uncertainty, and doubt around Charlie Lee's decision to not hold his coins, simply because he would like to not be accused of only shilling the coin to profit himself financially. So now he will shill the coin without any financial gain to come if the price goes up, which is getting mixed opinions. He should be using the currency now. The guy can't win, can he? Everyone says he only shills it because it makes him money. So he goes, all right, I'll sell everything and still shill it. And they go, oh, now you don't believe in it. Now it doesn't affect you. The poor guy can't win. I like Litecoin. I like the technology. I think Charlie Lee's a good guy, so I'm going to stick with it. I've got a bit saved up from my Litecoin trading, which has been good. Just having a look for other, there is a lot of red in that top of that market. QTUM has been on a really, really nice run for the last month or so. Just looking for other good gainers. Tron up 17%. It's come back strongly. Good to see. I've only just started researching it, so I can't really form an opinion. Verge was one that's come back really, really strongly today as well. It was hitting, when we were talking live yesterday, it was hitting 11 and 10. I think that's what you guys were telling me in the live chat, and I was like, well, that's okay. Markets move, and that means my buy orders will have hit, and they did. And now I've actually hit some sell orders already on the run up. So if it dips again, I'm set. If it goes up and keeps going up, I'm happy. Hey, but here's one we've been talking about a lot. Icons hit a $2 billion market cap again. $5.86. So, rounding it off to $6. I honestly still think there's 5x growth in this. By when, I can't tell you. But I think that Icon will be able to hold that 12.5% dominance of the Korean won. I'm not suggesting other currencies at this stage. I'm just going to say, based on Korea alone, I believe this will hit a $30 coin. And for those of you who haven't seen, I do have a video that I released this morning showing the maths behind that. Okay, so having a look for other gainers. This one keeps going. Ray Blocks, I really should have looked into it. To up another 20%, 164% over 7 days. It's come back now, but with that sort of gains, wow, amazing. Salt has been really, really strong. I'm stoked about that. Probably the front runner in the lending platforms at the moment. That can certainly change, but they've got a good lead on the market with what is reportedly a really good user interface. Yeah, so it's looking good. Komodo's one that's come back into buy range for me. I set some buy orders on it. I didn't hit them, and it sort of came up a bit, but it was sort of drifting into buy range again for me as I looked to, I sold out of some on that 12, on the run up to $12, even though I was bag holding it for Monets because it just went too parabolic. So I had to sell some, and now I'm starting to look to buy it back, which is nice for me. Binance dropped down to sort of the $8 mark, but it's starting to kick back nice and strong. I think long term this is still fine because I think, wait and see in 2018. I think this has reached a good valuation for the company if we assume no further growth in Binance, but it's becoming such a popular trading platform that I've got to believe that even when the decentralized exchanges come online, they're going to have a few things they've got to sort out. A lot of people will just stay with Binance purely through loyalty and because their fees are actually pretty reasonable. So at 0.05% and 0.1%, do I really need to go and use a decentralized exchange and learn a whole new interface? Maybe not. So perhaps Binance will continue to grow, which means this valuation will continue to grow, meaning, well, the worth of the coin will continue to grow, cutting down those trade fees. Okay, whoa, NXT took a hit. I know that they were waiting for that Ignis airdrop. That's probably what's happened. So people buy up to that airdrop and then sold the crap out of it. I think that was happening today, so that makes sense. Sorry, I haven't invested on that, so I didn't make any announcements about that, but that news was heavily publicized. PIVX is doing well. We've come back 8%, but 7 days, 20%. This is dream stuff for me, getting up to these double figure numbers above $10. Well, like $11.50 at the moment. We have been as high as sort of 13. It's really nice for us. We're working hard and it's paying off. the market's accepting the PIVX as one of the front-running contenders as a privacy coin and as a proof of stake coin. And I think in 2018, when the market puts 2 and 2 together, PIVX should be in for some good times. Plus with continued development, of course. Byteballs is one that's done really well. Byteball Bytes. Predominantly a messaging service that also allows smart contracts to be developed through the messaging service itself, and therefore, digital transactions to occur through that messaging service as well. It's had good times. Tripled money, but it was sleeping for a long time. It was pointed out to us by Joe STL, who comes into the chat fairly regularly. 10x Pay Token has had good times over that $4 mark. I bought it back at $1.50, so I'm just giggling at the moment. Just no hurry. See what happens. Okay, just scrolling down a little bit to find any other significant gainers. Really can't see straight off the here. Qcoin's come up. Qcoin shares, guys. This is an exchange, a new exchange that a lot's getting listed on, including Qlink. Should have been listed there. Oh, that gets listed today. Qlink gets listed at 9 o'clock tonight, guys. That's pretty exciting for us. 9 o'clock Singapore time, if I'm not mistaken. So it'd be about 11 p.m. here in Australia. Might have to start for that one. That's exciting. Substratum continues over the $1 mark. Really, really nice gain, 71%. What else we got? WaltonChain. Just talked about this yesterday, or a few days ago, saying I thought it was cheap because it was really only available on Ether Delta. And Ether Delta had that hacking scare where individual wallets got hacked. Of course, Ether Delta itself did not get hacked, being an on-chain exchange. So it was only individual wallets that didn't have adequate security that were affected. Chainlink's starting to come back from those 44-cent lows. I set some buy orders but missed them. That was a bit unfortunate. What can you do? It's come back nicely though, around that 50-cent mark. I think long-term you'll still be fine at this. I think it's going to be desired as we start to realize what is required to enact smart contracts in the real world. Rise has been amazing. I bought this at 25 cents, really, really stoked with that. And I've started to trade it at the top end as well, which is nice. I just wanted to go back to one that I've skipped over, guys, and that's WaltonCoin. WaltonCoin actually hit $9 a coin this morning, and I moved running around, and this is a little bit of a lesson, guys. I watch WaltonCoin very closely because I've started accumulating it, and $9 would have been very close to, it would have been, I've bought it as high as 10 on the $10 mark. So for me to buy it at $9 would have been actually reducing my dollar cost average, and instead of just buying it and copying like, I don't know, a fraction of percent in the difference of the buy and the sell book, I just set it on the buy book, and I missed my Walton this morning at $9. So I was a bit disappointed, but I still got a good bag going. I think this one is almost definitely going to go into my top 5 for 2018, as is Chainlink. They're two that I'm fairly certain, and when I make this video in the next couple of days, are going to go in there. WaltonCoin and Chainlink. I just think they've got real potential. There's a few others that I'm tossing up between. Okay, I promised a quick look at the market. The other one that I started talking about is Decentraland, and that's had a nice run of 5.68%. I think this can be popular. I had a look at the game on a YouTube channel where they just sort of took you through the virtual world, and it looks cool, and it enables like smart contracts to be created within the game as well. It's pretty interesting. All right, cool. I'm coming back to the chat. See what everyone's got to say. Spend a bit on that thing there. Oh. Lots of chat. You picked up a few more LTC on this dip. I think that's wise, Crypto Chronicus. If you've got it within budget, man, I think 250 is going to act as good buying long term. I do. I could be wrong. ICX already has contractionary relationships with Korean hospitals, universities, insurance companies, fintech companies. Man, it's just, the list goes on, Hourglass. We've talked about this. Just everything. They've got, if there's a Korean industry, they've got their finger in that pie just about. ICX, mega player in blockchain, even before the ICO. Yeah, it's just, that's what I said. The work they've done before they even released that white paper publicly, before we could even have a chance to find out what ICX was And fortunately, we found it super early. Thanks again to Joe Crypto Care for bringing that to the group's attention. And we were able to get ICO, but they had done that much work before we even found out about it that we just went, oh, this is a no-brainer. I missed the Singularity ICO, going to get someone that hits an exchange. Not sure when, but it looks promising. Jesman, welcome back. I've heard a lot of talk about Singularity. I haven't had a look into it. Hourglass is not a fan. He said F Singularity. Is it like, just based on the name, is it like an AI project or something like that? I don't know. I have to look into it. I tried Ether Delta and I'm not a fan of the speed. Good selection of trading pairs, but speed is not its thing. Crypto Chronicus, I've heard that, and I've also heard it's a little bit difficult to use, but a friend of mine started using it and is cleaning up. Like, a lot of people must not understand how it works, so they set the wrong orders or something like that, because I'm talking $40, $50 in to $250, $300 on coins that haven't really moved in the market. So just trading in 2 weeks max. So Ether Delta can be profitable if you do know how to use it. Qcoin coming soon, said Ryan Brady. I'll stay with Binance and Bittrex, said Crypto Chronicus. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Crypto Chronicus is comfortable. So there's decentralized exchanges. He's going, well, I don't really care about 0.1 or 0.05%. So that's fine. And I think a lot of people are going to do that. So as much as we feel like, I think there will be an explosion in decentralized exchanges, but I don't think it's going to, convert the whole herd. I don't think it's going to get the whole flock. I think people are going to stick with what they know as well. So it'll be interesting. I think they'll coexist. Time D line 07. I've started, man, but I can't really go hard on it yet, but Sonam does look interesting for sure. I don't think it's a golem killer. I think they can coexist. I really hate that sort of ferocity between competing cryptos at times. I do. It's detrimental to our economy. We should harbor our hatred towards the bank and current financial systems, not other cryptos trying to improve the world. So yeah, golem killer. I don't know about that. I think it can surpass Golem's market cap, sure. But I think there's room for them both to exist. There's more than one rendering farm in the world. So surely Sonam and Golem can coexist. Regarding Qlink, US doesn't allow ICO participation, so Qcoin is my only option. How bullish on an early Qcoin buy are you? Ryan Brady, the Qlink ICO sold out in 6 minutes. I think people are going to be FOMOing it. Full disclosure, I'm a strategic investor with Qlink. So, yeah, I was accepted by Susan and Alan and Toya and the team to come on as a strategic investor. So I am going to be bullish on it, obviously. So I wanted to just fully disclose that. But yeah, I mean, it sold out in 6 minutes. Now, historically, when ICOs sell out that quickly, well, Icon sold out in 6 hours, and look what it's done. So yeah, I think just based on the region they're in, the technology that they're going to be providing to market, the fact that they're going to be building the network from an app to Qlink base stations, they've got an impressive roadmap and an impressive team with a lot of experience in a heavily populated region in Asia. So yeah, I think Qlink can do well. The problem is, Ryan Brady, what price will it trade off now that the ICO sold out in 6 minutes? I think the advantage you're going to have, Ryan, and this happens with a lot of coins, just wait for the spike, man. It'll probably happen. Happened with Icon, spiked to $5 and then dropped to 80 cents. So I don't know, like, do your own evaluations with what price you're happy to buy at. And if it hits market, yeah, go ahead and grab it. But my advice is leave yourself some room, because quite often super volatility when coins first hit market, with some people happy to take profits and some people desperate to get in. So yeah, I just look for a good dip. I can't say that's definitely going to come, and especially with something that's sold out in 6 minutes. But getting back to what I was getting to is that the fact it's, I believe, only going to be listed on Qcoin to start with. Like, that's the first exchange of a few, obviously, but it will only be available in one place. Now, that should keep the price low enough for a little while. So yeah, just do some maths on it, man. Decide what you're happy to buy it at, and and go from there. And you split your orders. That's probably the best advice I can give when you're trying to buy an ICO that you missed out on straight off market. Just split your orders, be patient, because it can, as we saw with Icon, it can move to $5 and back to 80 cents within minutes. I'd love to have a bit more of a look at it, Time D Line. Time D Line's going back to Sonam and saying, I really think it's one of the most undervalued coins in the entire market. Would appreciate your opinion. Yeah, I said yesterday, Time D Line, I'm just struggling a little bit for time at the moment to actually thoroughly get into coins. So new coins, that is. I've got pretty hectic schedule for the next couple of months, but I will gradually continue to read the white paper. I just haven't finished it. Sorry, going through I haven't even started the white paper, going through all the stuff on the webpage to start with. Our guys just said Q-Link, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. What do you think of OMG, Lisk, 10X, and IOTA? This is from Liquid Investment. Well, I hold all of them. So out of the four, I'm probably most bullish on Lisk in terms of what I see as a fairly, if I was to put them in terms of the lowest risk, I would say Lisk out of those four. If I was to say potential highest gains out of those four, IOTA. But if I was also to say what can collapse into obscurity, IOTA. So it's a coin flip. But IOTA can have significant gains if they set out to achieve what they're trying to achieve in the Internet of Things, machines talking to machines and having transactions happening or occurring without human intervention. That takes trade volumes through the roof. 10X, I think they're leading the way. And one thing that I like about the Julian Hosp and the 10X team is he's thinking about things in a logical order, unlike a lot of cryptos out there. A lot of cryptos out there are thinking about how do we sell it to the people first, and then we worry about how they can spend it. Let's just get it in their hands first. I think Julian's and the 10X team's approach of saying, how do we get it spent? How can we spend this crypto? And then we'll sell it. Then we'll get you all to buy crypto. But we got to figure out how we spend this in stores, in all these different payment methods that they're looking at. I like the fact that they're thinking about things as well, like that everyday crypto user is going to want to do. They're talking about, rather than taking $50 out of your PIVX account, you can take $5 from 10 different cryptos. So you're not just hammering one portfolio, you're spreading it across all of your portfolio. And I think that's really cool. So yeah, I like what they're doing. What was the other one you said? OMG. OMG is Vitalik advised, or he's actually working on the team there. As far as I know, he still does some work with the OMG team. For that reason alone, I think that OMG's got a good future. I think that Vitalik will continue to support it, and I think his word is worth a lot in this economy, and that's been proven. I also think it's good technology. So yeah, I think that's a good, solid. Honestly, that's a really nice portfolio there. Liquid Investment. I can't diss one of those coins. I think that's a really nice portfolio. Your IOTA, your high risk, your high reward category. Lisk. There's no real safe coins in this economy, but Lisk is probably one of what I see to be one of more low risk coins. Yeah, I think that's a great portfolio. Well done. You could balance it out with some PIVX. You probably need you need a privacy coin in there. Checking the chat, guys. Sorry. Still waiting for Cobinhood to deposit my tokens from Trading Legends. It's killing me. I want to flip them into some other tokens. Or don't be too eager to do that, Crypto Chronicus. I flipped Binance coins that I got for commission for my referral link, which is in, if anyone's wanting to trade on Binance and pick up some Icon. Anyway, yeah, for the commission I get paid in Binance coins if you've traded with Binance coins. And I went, oh, well, they're free coins. I'll go and trade it into something else, even though I'd done the calculations on Binance and said, well, it should be a $8 coin. I think I came up with, or something like that. Yeah, it did all right because I've moved into other stuff that's done well, but I think I would have been better off just holding the actual Binance coins. So don't be too eager to get rid of them. wait for good, good highs, good spikes. That's what we sell on, even if you get them for free. Time D line is talking about Sonam. Yeah, I think the competition does breed excellence. That's a brilliant point, man. I've long said that. So I don't think that it needs to be cutthroat competition, though. Why do we have to kill each other? Why can't it be healthy competition where we challenge each other to strive for more and strive for better technology? I just don't like the hostility in the word Ethereum killer, Bitcoin killer. It's just doesn't sit well with me. It's a personal preference. No one has to change the way they speak. Everyone's quite welcome to keep using those words. Will Korea from Belgium. Do you see why I'm confused by that, Will Korea? I thought you were from Korea. Will Korea from Belgium. Good to see you again, man. Kev's in the house. Seb Fox, what are your thoughts on Korean exchange regulation news fish? The market seemed to dip a bit on the news, but trading volumes were still high on BitThumb and CoinOne. Well, I think if regulations do have, that's the thing. We're not talking about a ban, right? So it could mean a temporary shutdown of Korean exchanges while they regulate them, which is fine. I've got no problem with that because I think Koreans are the biggest FOMOers in the market. So if their ability to buy these coins is all of a sudden going to be taken away from them, I think they'll FOMO every coin in the market before it happens. The other good thing for us is that Icon went through a hell of a lengthy process getting really, really well regulated in Korea and accepted by the government over there, as far as I'm aware. So the fact that they were very, very thorough in their KYC process means that the unnamed bank accounts that the South Korean government are worried about don't exist within Icon because everyone went through KYC. So I think it could actually benefit Icon. Will Wilkie was talking about it the other day. He said, could you imagine if Ethereum and that weren't available because they hadn't done KYC and the only thing that was, the app platform that was really available in Korea was Icon because they know their customers. I said, forget about it. I think we're getting dreamy now. Agent Smith's in the house. Michael Jordan, big dick zebra guy. I got to stop reading your comments out loud. Substratum's done brilliantly, man. I think it'll do well I think it'll continue to do well too, Michael Jordan. If you have a look at market caps of Amazon web hosting, you look at GoDaddy, you look at any of those things that Substratum can potentially disrupt, they don't need to take much of a percentage of the market cap to become a really, really valuable market cap and therefore token. Can they achieve it? They're trying. They're making moves. So we'll see what happens, man. I think the beta test is coming out in March, right? Is it March? No, that's for Gladius. When's Submod already be out? I have to look into that. I did register for it, but it's hard to keep on top of everything. Well, Korea, my thoughts on Bredo is that I hear about it from someone every day. Other than that, I haven't had a look at it. But it's got a lot of chat around it. Yeah, that's a good point, Jace. Jace said regulation is a step in the right direction for mass adoption, and that's a good point. Agent Smith, I got 24 referrals to Binance. How many you got? 24. How many you got, dude? For anyone interested, by the way, you can open up your own referral link. So you should do that. If you got friends getting in, if they're getting in, don't pressure them to get in. But if they are getting in, they might as well use your referral link because otherwise Binance just keeps all the trade fees. If they use you get half the trade fees. So yeah. You hold PIVX, Verge, Komodo, and Token Pay ICO. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah. I think that they're all good currencies, man. I actually hold them all myself. Liquid investment. We got pretty similar portfolios, man. I work on the PIVX team, by the way, so obviously I'm going to hold PIVX. Verge I got into in June. And Komodo I was holding from $2 and a little bit lower to try and wait for this Monese ICO, which I'm pretty bullish on. I don't know if you've had a look on that one. But the Monese Komodo Alliance strategic partnership looks to have set them up very, very well in Europe. AcU5's in the house. Rocket's in. 10 Binance referrals now. Nice, Agent Smith, killing it. Even though you're taken away from my referral pool. Yeah, Agent Smith's saying he loves KMD. PIVX and Lomo Coin joint venture. Yeah, I haven't kept up with that. Chad dropped some news on me. I was like, yeah. I need to understand what this means, Chad. So I'm still reading through it. You guys know me. I'm not great with tech. Someone should make FOMO coin. That's actually a sick idea, Crypto Chronicles. That would sell like nothing else. My main man Fish, my main man Kirby. How's things today, Kirby? Good to see you. Thoughts on the Komodo platform with the delayed proof of stake? It's been a while since I read the white paper for delayed proof of stake. They got the separate white papers, right? Did they? Or was it in the white paper where they discussed delayed proof of stake? I can't remember. I think Komodo's great technology. I think at $2 it was well undervalued. I think it's got a good future. We should do I should just do a single video on Komodo. It's a good coin. So bullish on ICX that I was considering buying more today at $5. I'm honestly, Seb, I'm not that. If I didn't have such a significant investment already, I would seriously consider it, because I believe those figures I put up. I believe that can happen. Everything points towards that for me. This is why. I'm not just pulling figures out of the sky. I've done my research. I've done my maths. So yeah, I think this is achievable per coin. Call me crazy. You're loving Komodo talking in the chat. Yeah, Komodo's good. I set some more buy orders on it, Agent Smith, because we had that run up and sold out some. Now I've got to try and get some back, man. I'm looking forward to that Monet's ICO. Oh yeah, Seb. I did a video. Yeah, okay, you guys are talking amongst yourself. You're covering my ass for being slow on the thing. Moving my position in Cardano over to either Icon or Tron on the next dip. Thoughts? Also, how is everyone feeling about Verge? Been kind of iffy on it lately, but I'll hodl if it's still legit. Okay, that's a multiple tiered question, Bobeck, so let's tackle it. For myself, Cardano, I am getting commissions on from the trade, so I know people are buying it, people are bullish on it. For me, I've still got to do more research before I make an informed decision. What I can tell you is that Icon, I think, is going to be a solid project. Tron's got a lot of. I've only just started looking at it, but it does look promising. So that's my thought on moving Cardano into Icon and Tron. I think Icon's like, that's the thing. For Icon, I've got a figure, and it's right there, and it's based on that. So it's easy for me to say, I really like Icon. There's a 5Xer in it for me from here, if you agree with these assumptions. And if not, change them and come up with your own price. But Verge, I think Verge, as I said, it's really combining two desired features in privacy or anonymity and DApp. So essentially any coin that is going to be able to be released on top of Verge's, like they're releasing Wraith protocol, and I got asked what that is the other day, and basically that's to do with anonymity as far as my early research goes on it. So the coins that are developed, or the applications that are developed on top of the Verge platform, will be capable of being anonymous, privacy, and it's a very, it's all about hiding IP addresses and all sorts of things. So for my lay understanding of technology, that seems a good step forward to personal privacy of your personal spending patterns and things like that, which I've suggested before is important, so that marketers can't just target you with what you bought last time. So thanks for the question, Bobek. It's a good one. Just getting down to it. ICX at $5 will be my buying point then. Roger that. Don't. Jeez. Just don't take all our word on it. Hey, Bovosh, how are you, man? ARK is undervalued right now. I don't mind it, Bovosh. Before it's run up, when it was valued down at, what did it drop to? Like $253. I was going to put it in my top 5 for 2018. It's had such a big run up. I now feel like I'm leaving myself exposed by doing that. But no, it came back again. You're right. So yeah, I always liked it long term. I think bridging technology is very, very clever. Good to see you, man. Did you get that ICX, by the way, Bovosh? I have sent it. I sent you some ICX, man. Please confirm that you received that. Scorpion, really like Tron, one of my biggest positions. That's good to hear, man. A lot of people getting bullish on it. I got a couple of friends into it. I just haven't pulled the trigger. There's only so much you can diversify to be responsible before it becomes irresponsible to a degree, because to be really successful in these high volatile markets, you've got to be constantly keeping on top of developments coming out about particular coins. Now, for me, I'm trying to do that whilst researching new coins, whilst getting behind the PIVX surfing team and everything else I'm doing. So for me, it's really hard to diversify any further, but I am hearing a lot of good things about Tron. I just can't really give you an informed opinion on it. But thanks for giving us yours, Scorpion. That's cool. You don't hold shit coins, Agent Smith. Nah, mate. You've got some good ones. I like them. I see. Yeah, we read that. Sorry. Explain. Are there any ICOs in 2018 you've got your eye on? Yes, a couple. Nazir. The best bet, man, if you're interested in the ICOs that we're getting into, is to join our Discord group, because I don't really like to announce it on YouTube. So the link to join our Discord group is in the description. We don't charge fees. It's an open discussion group, and that allows us to use our combined research powers to find the best ICOs, and that's all we do. Help each other out a bit. So you're welcome to join. Harry Taylor, best exchange for a newbie to buy. Hard to find altcoins that are safe. Lost Litecoin already on Cryptopia when trying to buy Verge. Really, Harry Taylor? I've never had a problem with Cryptopia. I use Litecoin trading there all the time. I've never lost any. The best exchange, in my opinion, at the moment, all things being considered, is Bittrex probably, just over Binance, in my opinion. But I haven't used I haven't used every single exchange, so there's a lot of good ones out there. Depends on which region you're in as well, which country you're in. Problem is Bittrex aren't taking new signups at the moment because they're having to scale. Binance seem to have done a pretty good job of that, and Binance are getting an increasingly good selection of coins, and they're actually going to community vote round 5 in a few days, and I'm really hoping PIVX gets listed on that. And if they do, I'll be expecting you all to jump over there and vote for PIVX so we can get listed on Binance finally. But I don't know. I like Binance, man. I got a referral link in the description. That helps me if you use that, so you're welcome to use that. But there's a few good exchanges out there, Harry Taylor. Probably my favorites are Binance and Bittrex. But I don't mind Cryptopia, so there you go. You just got to be careful when you're sending coins to make sure you're sending wallet to wallet. So, you make the mistake of sending a Litecoin to a Bitcoin wallet, it ain't going to show up at the account. I tried to go to site and it's all in Chinese, and when I downloaded it, it turned my computer all into Chinese language, had to reinstall a week later. Whoa, what was that for? Is that for Binance? Again, that's the first time I've heard that problem. You can get onto the Binance support team, Harry. I've found them to be pretty good, man. I contacted them over a problem I was having, and they were back to me within 24 hours. It was less. I sent them an email, and they got straight back to me. Which coin is going to 100x selling below a penny? Oh, well, no idea. If I knew that, I'd just go and dump all my money into it. Below a penny. Below a penny. I'm trying to think of coins below a penny in the economy. No, I don't. Couldn't pick one off the top of my head. Sorry, Rocket. Agent Smith. Yeah, that's a good point. Agent Smith said if you do end up using that referral link, make sure you pick up some Binance coins, because it does actually reduce those fees, and that's true. You use the Binance coins to pay your fee, you only pay 0.05%, which is not extortion by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, said Fox is confirming that the Bittrex is oversubscribed. Oh, Poloniex. Yeah, that's another one I hear pretty good things about as well. Scorpion. There are 1,400. We can't be in them all. Yeah, that's it, man. It's so hard. And what's even worse, Scorpion, 1,400 is not even close to it. That's just what CoinMarketCap probably showing. There's 10,000 cryptos in the economy, easy. So it's really hard. Your ICOs coming out on top of that all the time. News coming out of individual regions and countries. ICOs being announced on different apps. And, oh my goodness, never ends. Lightning networks, forks, so much to keep on top of. Mark Saban. Mark Saban will go with Mark Saban. Will the Lightning Network hurt LTC as most of its advantages over BTC will disappear? That's a real good question. So it is. It's a fair question. My initial thoughts is the thing that is always going to be of advantage to Litecoin over Bitcoin is their ability to move quickly when decisions need to be made. Now, I haven't tried moving Bitcoin in a while, so I've really got to do that. But Lightning Network was on. It's been already, right? The fork. So, yeah, I mean, that's the problem. Yeah, it might have fixed it for this time, but it is only like part of the solution for scalability, right, for Bitcoin. And the problem is traditionally they've just taken such a long time. The consensus model is somewhat akin to traditional consensus models in the real world, in that there's central authorities with a significant amount of power. There seems to be a shitload of red tape, a lot of infighting before a decision is made, and then a 2-year process to implement SegWit. They drag their feet. That's the truth. In an economy that moves very, very quickly, I'm not sure that people are just going to dump all their Litecoin into Bitcoin simply because of history. In that Litecoin were really the first to identify them, in my opinion. It's first really crypto 2.0 to get out there to the masses and identify a scaling issue that hadn't even existed yet. So yeah, I think Litecoin's always going to be respected for that. Plus, the other thing is that Charlie Lee's out there making those real world connections. I think even better than Bitcoin at the moment. Getting in on that Steam platform, that video game platform, that's a huge win for Litecoin. And not only getting Litecoin in, but getting Bitcoin booted off because the transaction fees were too high and the speeds were too low. Too late to get into Ripple or wait for a big dip. Richie Rich Games. It's always good to wait for those dips, man. It's had a good run. Your call. I think long term you'll be doing fine with Ripple. They seem to be building pretty good community support, even if they are a banker's coin that I'm not a particularly big fan of. So yeah, I think they're also benefiting from a high coin supply, which the market's not taking into account on many coins at the moment. So yeah, I think they can go higher for sure. How high, I don't know. And will it dip first? I'd actually say it's more than likely with like the growth we've seen recently, but I can be wrong. Tough to say. I think long term you'd be fine buying at these prices. Like in 5 years from now, I'm sure it's very hard to speak with positivity in this economy, but I think it'll be higher than it is today. That was a good question, by the way, Mark Saban. Really got me thinking. Harry Taylor, like I said, I am 45, old, hard worker, FedEx truck driver, not a tech man, but I know US fiat paper money is worth the toilet paper. Yeah, man. That's it, Harry Taylor. You don't have to be, mate, you just have to be logical. That's the thing. And a lot of people, like even economists and people who work in the financial sector, don't understand how the actual economy works. It's incredible. They've been brainwashed since university. Oh, it all just works. the invisible hand of the market. Load of crap, Adam Smith. Anyway, not Agent Smith, Adam Smith. Oh, that's good. Thanks, Seb Fox. Seb Fox said there is an English language option on Binance in the top right-hand corner. If anyone having that same problem with getting a language that they're not familiar with. Agent Smith said, much respect to Harry Taylor, blue-collar worker here as well. I've done it all, man. I've done white-collar, I've done blue-collar. You name it. Variety's the spice of life. Clean golf carts and clean golf shoes at one stage. I loved it. Drove forklifts, shipping yard, picking up boats, travel lifts, that sort of thing. 40-ton forklift. Binance won't work on Internet Explorer. Recommend Chrome. It works much better than MS Edge. Thanks, guys. Good info. Good tips. Agent Smith is an Mac user, hasn't used Windows computer since XP. What's up, Fish? Fellow speed bump here too. Oh, really cool, man. But now sup surfing, here in Great Lakes, freezing my butt off. Oh, good to meet you, Green Morpho. Been on the Discord group the past week, been watching your vids for a bit. Great advice. Got ICX a while back. Oh, good to hear, man. Yeah, I love the sup. Well, I'm actually just looking at getting one because I had one a while back and now I'm missing it when the surf's flat. Because you can just cruise out on a sup, right? You don't even have to have waves to enjoy a sup. You can just go paddle the river if you want. So yeah, I'm missing that a bit. I think I'm going to get another sup. I must have 20 boards at this house though. I just don't have a sup at the moment. I've got my long board, short boards, body boards, obviously coming out my ears. So yeah, it's easy to get in on. Exactly. Like you can just paddle it. You're not the most favorite person in the lineup if you take a sup out there because you're paddling in from miles further out than anyone else can. But it's a lot of fun, man. We got Greenmount Beach down here. It's really good for sort of sup riding and it's more along Rainbow Bay and Little Marley there, just off Snapper. When the hollow Snapper Rock's famous barrel sort of eases out a bit, you can get a really nice nail wave and sup wave into the corner there at Coolangatta. Yeah. Paddy Austin's a booger, Green Morpho. He's a local boy from D-Bar. Well, he lives in Brisbane, but he's local enough at D-Bar. So, yeah, he says I'm talking crazy. Paddy wants me to stick on the booger probably. I went out at Froggy's yesterday, Paddy. It was a bit of fun. Swell's completely dropped off today. Apparently we've got some more. You got prone boards as well. Mine are all DK boards these days. I used to have some prone boards when I was younger, but riding dropped me these days. Surf today? Yeah, we can go after the stream if you want, Jason. It's pretty hot. I'll go for a surf. We'll get back to talking crypto for like another 10 minutes first. Yeah, man, I'll go for a surf after this if you can. For sure. For sure. I'll take my electric skateboard down. I've been cruising around Coolangatta on that thing, almost killing myself. It's been fantastic. All right. I'm going to check out the markets going, then I might check out because I do have a lot to do today. And I've been on for close enough to an hour. And Crypto Chronicus, I'm going to catch up with you over at Discord and we're going to send you that birthday present. Well done, Luke. Birthday present. Very big happy birthday to one of our Crypto Wave investment crew, Crypto Chronicus. Okay, quit. Thank you. I'm so bad with computers, I couldn't even get my starting screen up. Let me just do a quick update on I'll do it just over here. We'll have a quick look at which way the market's trending. Just on the last hour view all. A little bit of red mixed with a little bit of green, mostly red in the last hour. That Rayblocks thing is still going up another 13%. That's crazy. BitShares has come up, Populous Waves in the last hour. Salt's continuing on, $17.20 now. Wow. Binance Coin's up a little bit. Yeah, it's not too bad down the market. PIVX has come up as usual when I come on and speak about it. $11.62. Yeah, it's not too bad all in all in the last hour. Just having a look at the majors. Bitcoin, yeah, it's still around that 14,000. Ethereum's 740. It's fairly comparable to where we started, guys. So not a major move either way in the economy since we've been on in the last hour. Few individual moves, sure, but overall, it looks reasonably steady. Reasonable mix of green and red there. Guys, whatever you're doing today, have a great day. I'm going to go surfing with Jace now, since he said let's go for a surf. I got a few things I want to run by anyway, Jace, so I'll give you a call in a sec. Just let me get a glass of water and chill out for a second after the stream. Guys, it's been great talking to you all again. Hey, thanks very much. We're really nearing that 1,000 sub mark. I know that seems minnow to a lot of people, but to me that's a big achievement. I honestly didn't think more than 10 people might stick around for an hour every day and talk. So it's been really, really humbling. So thank you very much for joining in the conversation and for the information which you all help with to build the information that we provide on this channel. Guys, I'll catch up with you over at the Discord group. We've got that ICO. I did do the registration yesterday. Still waiting on the email back to tell me I'm good to go. So as soon as I am, I'd be happy to pull the trigger on that one. So if you are looking to get into that, scroll down on the left-hand side, find the ICO channel, the specific ICO channel, and just voice your intention to invest. Otherwise, I might miss you and pull the trigger without you. So just if you are looking to get into that, please research it first. Only invest what you can afford to lose, but please just leave your intention in that channel if you are looking to invest, because we'll be doing that very, very well as soon as we possibly can. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow for another crypto conversation. See you then.